Scottish. Beautiful weather.
Say beautiful weather? This is beautiful weather?
It's dry.
Yeah, true.
It's
I
dry.
think this is probably the only time we've come here and it wasn't raining. This is the coldest it's been since we've been here too.
We were down south a couple days ago, and then we got out of the van, and we got up here, and like, oh god.
It's a shock to the system.
Yeah.
Some of who we are is a bit heavier than your previous releases. Does the wide range give you more option on who you tour with, and can you also tell us a little bit about the album?
Yeah, I don't know that we didn't necessarily go into the writing process trying to write a heavier album. It's funny that you say it's heavier because I definitely feel like there are songs on the other albums that are probably heavier than the heaviest song on this album even. But if you're saying that as a whole, I don't know. I mean, we probably wrote and recorded close to 35, 40 songs, and just picked what we felt like was a cohesive album, and it wasn't really, we didn't want to pick songs whether it was, they were heavy enough or not heavy enough. It didn't come down to that. It was just, again, what we felt like sounded like a complete album from start to finish. And as far as, the bands that we can tour with, I feel like we've always been that band that kind of, we've toured with, Good Charlotte, for example, and then bands like, I don't know if they're bands that you guys even know here in the States, but a band that's like a complete opposite, like Theory of the Dead Man from Good Charlotte. So it's like we've always been that band that can kind of tour with, any genre, which is a good thing for us.
Well, your new album is funded through Kickstarter. Do you think it brings the fans closer together?
It does.
And with views as well?
It gives them a chance to become like an actual moving part of something. It's like it was really humbling and overwhelming a little bit for us to see. It's like, wow, this many people really care and really want to hear another album. So it was a really special bonding moment for us.
You've got a really loyal fan base, and especially over here, it's massive.
We never imagined that, we would exceed our goal on there like we did. And the title really is because it was an all-inclusive effort. It was our fans and it was us. It was the sum of who we were together. All of us. It was all collective effort. And it was definitely a unique experience and something that I think we're going to remember for the lineage of our band, and we wouldn't be here talking to you right now if it wasn't for our fans.
It's pretty amazing. Fiona's in the booklet. She's one of the contributors.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
With the controversy that surrounds Kickstarters, were you worried initially how fans would react, and what are your thoughts now that you've done one?
We drug our feet for a bit about it, just because I don't know, just weird, I guess. But it was, again, it goes back to that bit of a bonding situation where you get to see, the true fans.
And they definitely came out in force.
Yeah, anytime you're asking for money from your fans, basically, it's something that we never envisioned that we would reach that point. But, we also looked at it as like a consumer and the product that they were going to buy eventually anyway, kind of like, they're buying it in advance. And, ultimately we just felt like if we could make the perks and rewards cool enough to where it was something that even we, as a consumer or listener, wouldn't be involved with, that hopefully they would get their money worth. And we did some cool things. There's a song on the album that a guy, he named because of his reward on Kickstarter, and that's something, that's obviously going to be there for the history of our fans.
So when you see other Kickstarters, it's kind of, you get a signed photo, that's it, and it's a shirt.
Right.
You've had really good ones, like people could become a guitar tech for the day.
Yeah.
It really got involved with you, so I think a lot of other bands have to kind of take that on board.
Yeah, when us, like you said, dragging our feet on doing it initially in the first place was, we just wanted to make sure that there was no question that our fans felt like they got, their money's worth, and and that all comes down again to why this album took so long as well, because there was like an extra pressure there with us wanting to make sure that we were delivering the best Framing Hanley album that we were releasing for. So
that kind of ties in nicely with my next question. With the delay of the release of the album, did you feel there was added pressure to make it 110% ready?
Oh yeah. We've never had written and recorded this many songs for an album, and
think the lineup of the record even changed. Like the more that we recorded the song, we just, after a while, we didn't really know what we wanted the record to be, because it took so long. We went through so many different phases and time periods in our lives, ups and downs.
So
Became what it
piece
was.
together better because you had all those different.
It definitely did. Two of my favorite songs, Criminal Injustice and Halos, came in right at the end too. So
Yeah, we
go
had
back and
delivered the album already. Like it was a complete album, and then the label was like, all right, well, now that all the pressure's gone, you guys know you have a CD that you want to release. We're gonna put you guys in the studio, no pressure. If we have something that comes out of there, cool. If not, we have the album that we're happy with. And I think just going into the studio and knowing that there were no expectations, no rules, and no boundaries. We just let our hair loose, and like I said, two of my favorite songs as well on the album are those two songs, and it was cool that they were a last-minute addition to the album that we were very proud of.
It worked off
Oh, yeah.
well. Look, your former bassist left last year. Does it make you worry about the future of the band, or was it as expected?
I think it's something that kind of brought the rest of us closer. And, we have a new guy, John Stewart, who is great. He's fit in better than we ever would have imagined. First when Luke left, of course it was a bummer. We were like, dang, this changes the chemistry of the band, because somebody who's been there from the start. And
Chris, that's the only bass player that Chris, our drummer, had ever played with.
Yeah.
So, we knew it was going to be different. But as far as does it change anything in the future? I don't feel like it does. We're going to continue doing what we do, and
maybe for the better though, right?
Yeah,
I'm
very
happy about that.
exactly. I'm more excited now about the songs that we're already demoing and working on now than this entire album, which we were all so stoked on and still stoked on. But the future's looking bright.
This is your first headline tour in the UK since 2011. What can old and new fans expect from this tour?
Whole new rock show. It's completely different. Obviously we have a new record and we're pretty happy to be playing some new songs, but we've grown a lot as people and musicians in that time, and made strides and leaps and bounds and making just the show a different show than before too. So
I bet the tour as well, since it's been quite a gap since the last year and stuff, but it'll still be as fun as it's.
oh, it's better.
Yeah, I think anytime a band is excited to hit the stage as we are, and coming back over here, that's gonna kind of exude from us on stage, and I hope the fans have a good time, because that's definitely our mission. Our goal is to make sure that every fan that comes to the show leaves here saying, all right, I bought a ticket to the concert, I had a great time tonight, and so far it's seemed that way.
I'm sure a lot of people report that. You've had fans travel all over for your shows, even from the UK to America. Did you ever expect that kind of reaction?
Not a million years. No. That's
It was still surprising.
Oh yeah, we had a guy came to our show in Dublin the other night from Russia.
Wow.
And, we had never been to Russia, obviously, so we're like, man, hope we come closer to you next time. But that's always it's beyond humbling when somebody does something like that. We had a friend of ours originally started as just a fan, and we've become friends with her over the years. And she traveled from London to Nashville for our release show, and we have another friend that's coming from Michigan to our London show. So that's not something that we ever envisioned happening, and we're very fortunate to have people that care enough about our band and our music to do something like that.
Nashville is famous for its country music. Do you feel it's harder to stand out there, and do you find it refreshing to come to the UK where rock's kind of more acceptable?
It's hard to stand out in Nashville because there are so many good musicians and so much good music. Nashville is, everyone's proud of the country music heritage, but the only people that wear cowboy hats are the tourists. Seriously, we always, and then this guy, he always wears it. But seriously, we make this joke all the time, and it's like the pizza guy, delivery guy is possibly a better guitar player than any of us. It's like,
since everyone's talented in Nashville, everywhere you go to someone playing the guitar or something.
It's kind of bizarre, yeah.
What do you expect in the next few months for Frame and Hanley?
To be on the road playing in front of as many people as we can, really. Just staying busy.
New album.
Yeah, it's definitely not going to be 4 years between albums and stuff.
Yeah.
I would hope by this time next year that, you know, we've either already released or working to release our next album. Like I said, the songs that we're already working on, I'm really, really excited about. And I think that all boils down to, you know, kind of searching, I guess, for artists to inspire us as musicians. You know, bands like Scotland's own Biffy Clyro. When you look up to a band like that as an artist, I don't think that, you know, I think you know when you're settling for less than what you're wanting to put out there, because that band, you know, they know no boundaries, and with every album that band continues to get better and amaze us as musicians, and we want to just make sure that we at least feel like we are evolving, or you know, if we're not, then not only are we doing a disservice to our fans, we're doing a disservice to ourselves as musicians.
To finish things up, have you anything you'd like to say to those watching?
Well, keep coming out to shows and we'll keep playing.
Yeah, thank you guys for everything. I mean, you know, 10 years ago when I was sitting in, well, I guess I'm trying to say I'm younger than that. It's just 12 years ago, sitting in school and imagining, you know, I never imagined I would get to see the world like we have, and it's all because of people like you that are watching this interview right now. So thank you guys for giving us our life.
Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you.